Why is the world of AI, humanoid robotics, NASA, Cern, and even Disney all naming and dedicating their products towards Apollo? How are Nimrod, Elon Musk, and a slew of others involved in these weird connections and an actual conspiracy possibly? Patterns don't lie. Prepare to have your mind blown. Aside from already stabbing people in the back and demanding to be worshipped, AI has a lot of products dedicated to them named Apollo. Apollo Neuro, Apollo IO, Apollotronic, Apollo, and so on. Good old Zuck says that Meta is working on a wristband that will read people's minds basically. A wristband to telepathically communicate with AI, who Elon Musk says, by the way, is summoning a demon. Elon Musk, by the way, has Neuralink and Neuralace, which is a brain-computer interface. Neuralink, by the way, is 666 in Gematria. 666, just like the Cern logo. Rumors of Cern already in contact with something. Musk also likened AI and quantum computing to the demonic realm. All these things are tied together and the connections keep going deeper, as you're going to see. Quantum computers are kind of magical. They run 1 degree colder than the universe, and that's what kind of enables them to be in this quantum flux state operating outside of the universe. It's what's responsible for all the quote-unquote magic, as they call it, and it operates outside of the dimension. Plus, the AI Summit was in Geneva, which the Apollo Temple and Cern are also there. We're just starting building the connections. Exhibit B. NASA has tons of Apollo missions and Artemis, which is Apollo's sister. All this is Nimrod. If you've been following my channel, you can find the Nimrod trilogy and more. NASA also has a weird relationship with Disney, which I've covered recently. Also, if you look at NASA and Disney's logo, you'll see references to serpent worship and the 666 again, as well as rockets breaking through the dome in the case of Disney. Disney also has a lot of weird stuff, such as the King Charles Clause, which enabled them to be really outside of the law. Walt Disney himself was into cryogenics and all sorts of occultic stuff, secret societies, and all the underground tunnels beneath Disneyland. Disney also owns NIV, the Bible, by Umbrella Chain, if you research it down. Probably explains the missing verses about demons, like Matthew 17:21. Good thing Disney isn't also naming some of their products after Apollo. Well, aside from Von Braun and Disney's relationship, which I've also covered recently, and the NASA, Crowley, and Parsons relationship, where basically rocket fuel came from a demonic trance and drugs. So did a lot of rocket science and how it's completely linked to demonic realm and demonic rituals. Eclipse! Probably why NASA bans the word Jesus. And also, that word seems to be banned in other underground dumbs, according to whistleblowers. Also, it makes sense to ban somebody fictitious, by the way. Whole lot of sense. Check out this overlay footage right here and see how a rocket is really a mock false sun, which symbolically ties into the Antichrist. Check out the arch angle, just like a sunrise, and what it's meant to look like. It's a nuclear, radioactive, false, raw-like sun. Which is probably why they're shooting multiple rockets at the... Also probably why Cern is turning back on the day of the eclipse, who Cern also having the 666 logo. Just like Disney. And Cern actually has a project called Nimrod. Check it out, the Nimrod Synchronoton. It's been around for decades. This has always been their grand work plan. Mystery Babylon religion since the Tower of Babel. I've covered all this on my page. Shiva, outside of Cern, means destroyer. So does Apollyon and Nibiru. They all mean destroyer. Shiva also does this ritualistic dance that kind of creates and destroys universes. And this is all tied in with what Cern is doing. It's all birthing the Antichrist, which is what 923 was. It was in reference to the astrological alignment that had to do with Jupiter being in the womb of Virgo. It's all about birthing the Antichrist. We just connected NASA, Cern, Disney, AI robotics, and even Elon Musk, who also has a crazy fascination with rockets. See how it all ties back in together. And quantum computing on a seriously compartmentalized supervillain plan to the max. Not only is Cern connected to the invention of the internet, and NASA clearly into second heaven rituals and naming everything after fallen angels or namely Apollo. But NASA also had some merging of AI and quantum computing going on, and the government had to step in and shut it down because basically it was getting too powerful. Which raises the question, who is Apollo, aka Nimrod, the Antichrist? Revelation 9 talks about a portal to the bottomless pit being opened, and Apollyon, or Apollo the Destroyer, coming into this realm with an army to invade us. And you've even seen these holograms in the sky a couple months ago. They showed another door, a portal to another realm being opened, and beings basically poised, ready to come out. This is all in reference to Revelation 9, Apollo, what all these companies have in common, the grand work. Aside from Bluebeam Tech showing you this, they've shown it to you in tons of movies, and even the Washington, D.C. landscape shows you how Virginia, the Virgin Mary, and Maryland, Mary, Virgin Mary, right there in the womb of Virginia, Maryland is D.C., the womb, with The pentagram sigil tip pointing right to the White House. That's Jupiter in the womb. That's the Antichrist being birthed. So many symbols to show you the same thing. Which enclosed brings a whole nother layer, which had nothing to do with it originally, but the eclipse seems to have some weird tie-ins because, as you know, Cern firing back up during the eclipse, NASA firing rockets at the eclipse, all these rituals happening during the eclipse. Which finally is the Vesica Pisces symbols, which is why the eclipse rituals are so big. The part in the middle is supposed to be a matrix or a womb giving birth to something. You see how all these themes tie in. So eclipse or not, this is all related at some point in time. The Nimrodic Antichrist finishing Babel mystery religion plan. Concluding the Luciferian Ezekiel ascent plan. I wonder if that's Apollo's creed, by the way. All this ties into the quantum DMT, Toon Quark Phantom Zone spirit prison realm. Don't become an eclipse zombie. Peace out.